and then I scroll down, 115 comments. I'm like,
oh my god, what's going on?
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
That's a big deal.
I come to find out that this individual here, everybody has experiences with him. Everybody has a story involving this guy. Everybody's been banned by him, had their posts deleted, gotten in trouble because in the other scalping, right? You're like, oh, scalping, that's pretty shitty, right? They're not the one scalping. It's someone is scalping in the group, and then people comment on it like, bro, this is kind of scummy. You can't be doing this. And he get mad at them and defend the scalper.
What?
And then it's like, what? And then you look, you find out that he also scalps in there. I was like, oh my.
I am the one who keeps order, but I also am the chaos.
No,
He's looking. That's the closest we get to like corrupt police, like in Gotham City, where it's like, yeah. I'll go ahead and protect your business, but I also work for the mob.
He's keeping order, but it's like he looks at the chaos and he's like, there it is, everything's in order. to him, the chaos is the order.
It's that scene of SpongeBob where they're like, we've saved the city, it's on fire.
What is good, homies? This is Chris from the Small Hat Crew, joined today by Small Hat Manny.
Hello.
And Small Hat Gary.
Hello!
Yeah. Alright, so, as per usual, except this time we actually kind of do have topics today.
We do? Oh, we do?
Well, we have at least one topic.
Oh, okay. That's a topic.
Yes. We have a topic.
Searching for 45 minutes.
No. You know how these usually go. They bounce around. We hit a bunch of different... Am I recording? Wait a minute.
If you are, this stays in.
Okay, good. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, false alarm.
Alright, awesome.
Okay. Alright, so do we just dive right into it, or
Sure, why not?
Shoot the shit a little bit? Well, actually, I guess before we do, same way as always, weekly, there is the Small Hat Local every Saturday tournament. It is leader locked format. For people who don't know what that means, I've seen some people say it's tribal. Yeah, your leader has a type at the bottom. You can only play cards that have your leader's types, nothing else. It's been a very diverse format. It's a very interesting format. The first week was won by a purple Kaido. The second week was won by a green Uta. The third week was won by a green Uta. We nipped the bud immediately. And the fourth week was won by a Reiji. You say something?
Huh. No. Like I had I went for the Uta thing, but then you had me on Reiju, and I was like, oh, well, I guess that's just the next best tribal deck is, if it's not Phil, it's Germa 66.
You know what the
90% of the cards is Germa 66.
You know what the best one is, right?
What?
It's a Volcom.
No, it's not.
Impel down.
I don't see anyone playing
Great.
it. That's your fault.
Listen, we played. How long ago was that? That's a couple weeks back.
Yeah?
It's good. It's solid.
Okay. Then why are you jumping into the locals? And
Bro, I work. I have to work.
High roll as fuck.
Is it high roll when you draw 4 cards every turn?
It isn't.
Inazuma really revolutionized that. You know what's so funny?
Inazuma's so funny.
It's so funny because it's like I'm over here like Inazuma has really revolutionized Ivankov.
Yeah.
And this is what Bandai wants us to be saying.
Yeah.
But you can't say it's not the real game. This only applies in this leader locked format.
True.
Leader locked format is where everything is working as intended. Everything is like performing as it should, or as Bandai, kind of like how
Originally
Nami
designed the card.
Yeah, Nami in Leader Lock is actually running the Rush Usopp.
Yeah.
I almost won. I got so close. Look, if he did not go double hollow negative, I would have been safe.
Gecko's running negative hollow. I mean, like this is peak format. This is as good as it gets. Either way, it is a $7 entry. It's every Saturday. Sign up link is usually this Discord is in the description, and all the tournaments take place in there. Yeah, homie's mom. We've been brewing homie's mom. Homie's mom is actually real.
Homie's mom is threatening.
Homie's mom is actually real in leader lock format.
So it's Big Mom leader, but with all the homie.
You're playing the
cards.
homie.
So you're playing Zeus. You're playing Prometheus.
You're playing Zeus.
Napoleon.
You're playing the prize card of the tournament.
No, it's Hera. Hera is the true fear.
What does Hera do?
So Hera is you tap her and tribute a homie, restand a big mom. there are some games where
Is it leader or character or just?
Unfortunately, Hera is only character.
Oh, God forbid my 10-drop mom swings.
Just shut up. Let's hear some problem.
It was so funny. There would be sometimes the games where me and Garen are playing a game, it's going pretty back and forth or whatever, and then like he's on the verge of dying, and then he'll be like, whatever, I still got this, and then he'll hit me, and then Hera will come out of life like, here's the game.
You just lose. You just lose because Hera's a 5 cost.
Yeah.
All the cards in my deck are like can only hit 4 costs. So she's just sitting there, and I'm like, I remember we were playing one time. It was his first life. It just sat there. And I'm like, I lose. I can't interact with it. I can't get it. I'm just going to lose.
Where's your gravity blades?
I don't play them. I'm playing a long top. I can't get to it.
That's right.
You can only play Impel Down. And Rev Army?
Rev Army?
Is there any Rev Army? Is he Rev Army?
Oh wait, hold on.
I think
I'm
curiosity.
it's Rev.
If you played Hannibal, is he not Impel Down Navy?
No, he's impelled out.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought
If
maybe
he was,
Impel
oh
Down
my
Navy.
goodness, you could.
God, you don't understand what it's like to have a big mom 12K with double attack banish restanding. Incredible. Really, I really do love the part. I've also, I almost forgot. And this week is the beginning of leader lock format in OP08 format. So we have game Calgara.
Oh.
Reject has been banned.
Yes.
Calgara cannot play Reject. Reject is a lot that exists in the format before, only because there is only one Yellow Sky Island leader. It was Enel, and Enel is cheeks in this format. He's a boy. It's literally Enel. He cannot heal.
Yeah.
He has no Katakuri.
He has
no Yamato. He has no ace. Bro literally cannot heal. It's like, fuck it, give him Reject.
Yeah.
Who cares? Let him have it. Let him have it.
But Calgara can't have it.
Calgara can have it.
Calgara is too
Calgara
good.
can have it. So Reject has been banned.
Calgara plays, like right now, Calgara plays like maybe 2 cards that are not Sky Island. Just 2. Just 2 cards. And those are easily replaced. Like you literally take the 5-drop ace out for 7-drop Enel, and then you just replace one of the spells, like Cross Slash or Flame Slash.
Oh yeah.
With just
Blaze.
Blaze,
I know what you're talking about.
With just another Sky Island spell. And that deck's fine. The deck is completely fine. And it's still just as strong. And you're all playing Archetype, and it's ridiculous.
It's funny. So Calgara's gonna be one of the strong OP08 threats. There is also Chopper. Chopper is real. Chopper.
Don't look me with that face. Don't look me with that face.
It's Chopper's animal and Straw Hat,
And
right?
Straw Hat, yeah.
Oh, he's got both tags. Oh.
Chopper is Zero. Chopper, again, as intended. Chopper was meant to be the original Zero. People are like, I don't want to play green guards, I just want a 5th life. So they put it in Zoro instead. Chopper is the Zero of leader locked format. Bro, he goes wide so fast.
Bro, it does. It
goes wide so
fast.
it's actually, and because he's Straw Hat and green, he can play like Film Brook to cheat out the Chopper, then the Chopper can cheat out like the...
Yes.
Because he's a Straw Hat, so Brook can cheat out Chopper. Chopper can cheat out like the one that plays a 3K off the top of the deck.
Yeah.
I mean, that one cheats off the top of the deck, the one that can play a 3K, and you can play a 3K from your hand. All forward on, you can put 4 characters on the board.
And if you're at 7, you just throw them Luffy. Just do that whole play. It's ridiculous.
Bro,
It's so funny.
Chopper
It goes crazy.
So Chopper's real, Calgara's real. Originally I thought the strong ones were going to be Calgara and Pudding and Marco.
Is King that good?
I
thought
think King
King
could be
would be
good.
good.
I didn't mess around with that.
You know what? We can mess around with that. I'll jump on some leader lock King and just like play like a purple build. I don't know.
Because you still have the Black Searcher.
You still have the Black Searcher. Obviously, you're gonna play the Black Searcher.
And then you have Big Jack.
We do. We'd have to try.
There's good cards.
I don't think there's any like. They don't play any cards that are in archetype that lower in cost, other than the 2K.
There's the
Sasuke. That's it.
No, there's who's the sound guy?
The blocker, the Apu, right?
Apu Lamises. And he's an Animal Kingdom card.
Oh yeah, he is. I mean, like those are 2. That's only 2.
I'm just saying they're there.
Here's what I think. Look, do they even have a blocker?
Yeah, Apu.
Oh,
Yes, he's a blocker
That's right.
and he lowers.
Well, here's how.
So that's a pretty good card.
Here's how I look at it. This is a 4-life black and purple leader. I think Chopper and Red Green Luffy eat him alive.
I honestly, shoot, yeah.
Well, you guys, there's other blockers. There's the 2-drop blocker.
He's got like a couple of 2-drop blockers, but like,
Queen.
but his turns are so his turns are so mapped. Like turn 1 is Searcher, turn 2 is Island. You're not putting a blocker on the field with that situation. Like, you're
You
not
have to
getting
think
anything
too,
out.
because if you
Well,
get
then on
stuck on
5
it,
you drop
can
queen,
curve.
and then from there you're eating.
Yeah, but
Think about this.
swinging
Think
like
about
5
this.
times.
Think about this. You lose the die roll or whatever. You have to go stuck. Your opponent. You're playing against like a Zoro. I mean, you're playing against Chopper, for example. You're playing against Chopper, and Chopper goes first, and he plays like a Nami and searches the 3-drop Chopper, and he passes turn to you, and you do nothing on 2-Don. You pass back to Chopper, and then Chopper plays the one Chopper that cheats out the other Chopper, and that Chopper cheats a body out of your hand. Now on your 4-Don turn, you have to go, oh, I have to go Onigashima this turn. So you put Onigashima
And
down.
now, you're dealing with 5 attacks. And if they have like a Rush Zoro in their hand, you're taking way more. You're taking so much
I
hits.
think he's probably too slow. I think he might even be too slow for counter armor. Like, I don't. We'll have to see.
We'll have to test it.
We'll have to test it. When we do test leader lock format, I usually do stream it. If you are someone that wants to catch the streams,
I thought you were gonna say catch his hands.
turn on the notification bell so you know when I go live.
You can see me piloting bad decks.
Facts.
Well, we'll all be on that. That's the whole
That's the
point
point
of
of
leader
this.
one. Yeah, that's the whole point of leader one. Pudding is probably going to be good. Pudding's probably.
I think pudding would be good.
Yeah.
I think Katakuri is probably just better still. If I'm being honest.
I don't think so because kind of how we talked about before on the last podcast. Got a callback. Where we were talking about is Kata better than Pudding, and you brought up the point that how do you deal with a 10-drop mom when you're on 8-7 Dawn, and then even if you did deal with it, I just drop another one.
Yeah,
I do agree with that.
And you're still not at 10.
I feel she can
I
ramp
agree.
faster into the moms.
I agree, but here's what I don't. I think turn 4, because again, I bring it back to Chop. I bring it back to Red Green Chop.
You know what it is?
He just wants to play Red Green Chopper.
Just you don't have to validate it to everybody. Just be like, I'm gonna play Red Green Chopper.
Bro, I'm just saying, Chopper is
and
so
you think
fast.
Chopper is the best deck?
I don't think he's the best deck. I do think Chopper is top 5.
Okay.
Might even be top 3. Who knows?
You know, it may be top 1. Debate.
Look,
Slowly becomes number 1.
All I'm saying is Chopper and other fast decks like him, like a Red Green Luffy, Rainbow Luffy. These leaders do exist within this format.
Yeah.
And being a 4-life leader like Pudding and Black Purple King and Red Blue Marcos, I don't think Red Blue Marcos is real. The reason, so when I banned Reject, I didn't ban Moby Dick because I thought that Marco might push Moby over the top.
Yeah.
Having played Marco, I now think Moby might be the only thing that lets Marco be
Oh no.
fine.
Speaking of Red Green Luffy,
Yeah.
has anyone played him in any of the leader lock events?
Yes.
How is he? Because I would figure he's good because then you use his effect on Cavendish and then you're paying half for
Yes.
him.
I think he's really good. I think he's only one person has entered on him,
One time.
and the list was not optimized.
Oh, okay.
The list was not
Oh
optimized.
no.
Because in my head I'm like, yeah, he has Cavendish. At this point, it's like
he has
I'm
Cavendish
gonna-
and restand law.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
scary.
double spin you all the time. And I only pay 2, and I give it 1,000.
So he swings with Cavendish, restanding 2, and then plays a restand law, restanding, swinging again, and then using
Restanding
leader
again.
effect, swing again. That's ridiculous. You just got 6 free on.
It's all. There's. I don't know. I feel like there's potential for a lot of different things to happen in the format. It's still in its like early
Infancy.
days. It's infancy, yes. It's still in its fetusy.
It's fetus.
Fetus.
So it's not an infant, it's a fetus.
It's still in its
It's
fetusy.
covered in birth goo.
Yeah. So there is that. I do think with time, well, as the format shapes up and stuff, we'll see. We'll see what truly does perform. We'll see Chopper, of course.
Chopper top 2 deck, right?
I need someone to get on a Volkov stat.
I think so.
gotta do this myself.
Okay.
You should do it yourself.
God, I just want to show the leader locked tournament got very distracted. So the one topic I do know that we do have.
Oh yeah?
One topic I did want us to address
Sure.
was unfortunately it's not as I intended. Some information has disappeared from the internet, unfortunately, but that is fine. Regardless.
Oh, is it the
What's
thing
that?
you sent me about the marketplace?
The power tripping mod, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait. I am clueless to the information here, so elaborate.
So all I know, because I didn't look into it because I wanted to sit here fresh, but to my knowledge, from what the half sentence Chris gave me was, there is a Facebook market group for One Piece, and there's this mod that just had a huge power trip.
Well, it's not that he had a few, it's that he consistently has a power trip. Power trip. So the way I stumbled upon this topic was, I was just scrolling, I was just on Facebook, and then something popped in my feed. And it was someone that said, so the admin for this group here banned me for liking a comment. I don't know what kind of power trip he's on, but I think it's kind of bullshit. This is the group, One Piece card game marketplace, buy, sell, trade. This is the mod. It's this Tyler Hare person. Clearly, this very combative, argumentative individual. Literally, his banner's about arguing and shit, right?
All right.
So okay, I'm like, well, this is interesting. So I'm like, I wonder what he liked that got him banned or whatever. And then I scroll down, 115 comments. I'm like,
oh my god.
What's going on?
yeah. I'm like, okay.
That's a big deal.
I come to find out that this individual here, everybody has experiences with him. Everybody has a story involving this guy. Everybody's been banned by him, had their posts deleted, been gotten in trouble because in the other scalping, right? You're like, oh, scalping, that's pretty shitty, right? They're not the one scalping. It's someone is scalping in the group, and then people comment on it like, bro, this is kind of scum. You can't be doing this. And he get mad at them and defend the scalper.
What?
And then it's like, what? And then you look, you find out that he also scalps in there. I was like, oh my god.
I am the one who keeps order, but I also am the chaos.
No, he's looking.
That's the closest we get to like corrupt police, like in Gotham City, where it's like, yeah. I'll go and protect your business, but I also work for the mob.
He's keeping order, but it's like he looks at the chaos. And he's like, there it is. Everything's in order. to him, the chaos is the order.
It's that scene of SpongeBob where they're like, we've saved the city, it's on fire.
So I guess we'll just go through some of these comments, I guess, for additional context. We can.
Well, while you're trying to find a good comment, I'll go on.
They're all good.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
All right, so just starting with the very first one. Bro is one of the biggest clowns in the community. Supports scalpers and scammers by deleting any comments on their post and banning people for petty as fuck reasons. So he liked a comment on a post. The post was a post made by the admin who was trying to sell a $70 collection or something for $300.
Yeah.
So obviously people are calling out the admin for trying to scalp the community, and he liked one of the comments of people were like, you can't do this. And then he banned it.
Whoa, I'm the big man. You don't tell me what to do.
What the fuck?
Get out of my stuff.
So that guy says, so this is how it first comes to my attention that this guy is like notorious. And then one person says, same guy who banned me for asking about someone who was selling weighted packs. In another post, they admitted they did on the box. And in another post with the same pictures, they left that part out. I asked if it was the same packs that were weighted, and I got banned. And then he went on a power trip to me about it. I just told him he was a piece of shit for enabling bullshit. This guy had packs.
Yes, they're all
At one point, he admitted that he weighed them. And then he made another post somewhere else and then decided to leave that information out the second time because he didn't like the response he got.
Obviously.
So that's...
And
And
brought the
then...
price up a little bit more to make it seem less suspicious.
Yeah, it makes the post the second time, neglects to include this extra information.
Yeah.
And then someone who noticed goes, are these the weighted packs? And then the guy gets banned. You know, so I think that's what is most important here, because whether or not that even is the thing, it's just a clear example of more power tripping. Also, the person that made this comment says, the person that made this comment earlier says, looks like he found this thread because now I'm banned. This is a different group.
I'm not. He's going through this whole thing, going like, "You're banned, you're banned, you're banned, you're."
He just has two windows open. He's just going through names, and you know how you type it in the group and it'll pop up. Yeah, ban.
I'd be so happy to be banned from this thing, because now I know, I'm like, oh, this is just a bunch of scammers.
So here's another comment here. I think it also showcases the power tripping, regardless of where you fall on the spectrum or whatever on this topic. And not to make it political or anything, but the whole pronoun debate regarding Yamato.
Yeah.
If you use pronouns on Yamato that he does not agree with, he bans you from the group.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So this is the way I see it. I have my opinions, but kind of like you said, regardless of where you fall on the spectrum, it's a card and I'm trying to sell it. It doesn't matter what I call it.
Literally,
It doesn't matter what I call it.
It is a one-piece card game group to buy, sell, and trade.
I'm not promoting the one or the other.
Where do the pronouns have any relevance?
My cards up for a deal. Like,
Selling this card.
You cannot say he or she anymore. You say cardboard.
Bro, it's actually insanity. So that's one of the things that can get you banned. Also, another comment here. Another person talking about how they just got banned from this group as well, just for commenting on this post. On this post,
okay.
Yeah.
On a completely separate group. That's crazy.
Separate group.
Yeah, this guy got reported several times in One Piece trade complaints. I don't know why people still post in his group. LO, he just bans people whenever or whatever he feels like. So there's another group that this guy's been reported in repeatedly. So I guess he then cowers to his safe haven in the other group. It's
He bans the people that, you know what it is? It's truly like you know what it is? He sees his group as Boxing Say. There's no war outside of Boxing Say. I'm not scamming you people. I heard in another group. The other group doesn't exist.
That dude has a bad reputation in the TCG community. Abuse of power and childish power trips. He also bans people when you call him out on his bullshit and breaking his own rules. He makes the rules! How do you make rules that you break?
Because he made them.
Yeah.
I simply
made them to break them.
I simply wouldn't make it the rule. I simply wouldn't make rules that I know I'm not gonna abide by.
Well, no. You have to realize, he doesn't want other people to make money the way he does.
Here it is.
He doesn't want to be challenged.
Is that the guy? So I said 70, I was wrong. Is that the guy selling the 15? Is that the guy selling the $15 leader collections for $300?
What?
There are $15 leader collections. He's selling them for $300, and so he's obviously scalping. What percentage is that? What percentage markup is that?
200% up?
No, because 200% would just be selling it for 30.
So like
No,
2,000?
2,000%.
200?
2,000% markup.
Yeah.
So he's trying to flip this shit for 2,000% markup. People are obviously not happy about the 2,000%.
Yeah.
And these are the comments who are liking getting banned. Because he's like, yeah, I did it.
Wait, hold on, top question. When you say this leader collection, and for 15, that they're worth 15, what is it? Every single leader, but they're all commons? The one that has
the brothers? Okay.
That has the brothers, the Croc, the Kaido, and the Kid.
Okay.
But with the black borders. So that's the leader collection.
So that's being sold.
Okay. First of all, that's not $15. Even at retail, it was not $15. Let's calm that down.
How much was it?
At retail, I think you could buy it for $30. Like when it was on Premium Bandai originally.
Okay.
So I think it was on $30.
So
people
Manny
are selling it now for $70 to $100.
So Manny did catch misinformation here. So this wasn't 2,000% markup. This was 1,000% markup.
Just to be fair.
Okay, so that's where I got the other. That's remember the number I gave earlier. It was 70, and he's flipping it for 300.
And
Yeah.
all it is
So
is
that's-
just black
that's
border meters. That's it.
Well, they look kind of cool.
They do look.
They look cool. Like, have you seen how they look?
No, I have not.
Okay, I'll go ahead and pull it up. But
They look like $300.
They do not look like that.
no, they just.
I have those cards and they're not worth $300.
Oh my god.
60 plus people just gone.
The fact that it's not even like new art, it's just a black border. Don't get me wrong, if it looks cool, but like it's just a black border. It's not worth.
Interestingly enough, so one person said right here, I got banned for commenting that MSRP for that set is $15 and most people are selling it for around $30, so other people wouldn't think that it was a fair price.
You know what?
So this is what the person got banned.
Oh, okay. So the brothers get the black border, but the other ones get golden, get foiled letters.
Okay, I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So originally I think it was going for like $30-$40 originally. I think like it wasn't 15.
Yeah.
It was definitely a bit more.
Why?
Originally on Bandai Premium when they were first selling it.
I get doing the brothers, but why Kid, Croc, and Kaido?
They're three of the initial 4 starter deck leaders.
Yeah, they're the initial form because they already reprinted Red Luffy multiple times.
Bro, that's cereal.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sold my 2 for $50 because it seemed fair. 300's robbery. So that's just another one of those.
So people bought them for 30, probably sold
Okay,
for 50.
makes sense. That's
That
fair.
makes
That's
sense.
fine. That's fair.
Yeah. And the admin of the Reaper sells them for 300.
No,
if you-
no one's buying those.
and
There's
if
no way anyone's purchasing those.
If you disagree, if you make a comment disagreeing, or you like a comment that disagrees,
Well, this is the video disagreeing.
you're gone.
He's gonna ban us.
He's gonna ban us. We're gone. It's over.
He's gonna block this small hat channel.
Please. Yeah, he's a bit odd for sure. You have to think. Though, who chooses to do payless online admin work other than people who drive off of power?
True.
Yeah. So I mean,
Bro, it's a homeowner association right there.
dude, he did you a favor. He's a known scammer, ripped off and stole from a lot of people across multiple games.
I don't know why. I thought you were gonna in that sense, but that scam people from multiverses.
Oh my god! Are they scamming from the multiverse? We gotta get the Avengers out here at this point.
I don't know why. That's why I heard the sentence going. I was like, wow.
To see how far back the rabbit hole goes, someone shared a screenshot of a post from 2017.
Okay.
Got a problem with Tyler Hare back in November, and now that so this is about so it's still 2017. Another person, I want to tell you my story too. So someone else had a story, and this is this guy's story.
Yeah.
Yes, he sent me cards, and the price is really good for me, but there are missing a few cards, like you can see in the pictures. We agreed on all cards that were in the picture from the post. Funny thing is, he deleted the pictures like 1 minute after we made our deal. Good for me, I always say, I guess he takes a backup picture.
Yeah.
After
I
I
do that
told
too.
him that there was missing cards, he never responded. He could have said, sorry, I forgot them, and we'll give you some money back. I know shipping to Germany is expensive, but he didn't even answer me. So for me, Tyler is no trustworthy business partner.
So I actually have a story. Very
About Tyler Hare?
No, not Tyler Hare. But so I was in this Yu-Gi-Oh like market watch group when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh at the time, and I lived in New York at the time. And there was this guy, I think he was in like North Carolina, South Carolina, or something like that, and he was selling a mermail deck.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude was like, hey, could you go ahead and I'm like, oh, I want to buy it. He has photos and everything, and he has he timestamped them and everything. So I was like, okay, this is legitimate. And I was like, hey, what's the price? He goes, I think he's like 200 something. Like, I'll pay 150. He goes, all right, cool. And I said, all right, I'm gonna do it as
Business or
as business. I'm gonna do a business. And he's like, nah, bro, like you don't have to do that. I'm trying to save you money. I'm like, nah, I'll go ahead and do it as business. And he goes, all right, well, nah, everything's good. No, fine if you really want to, but I'm trying to say, he's still trying to be like, I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, whatever. He goes, all right, fine. So we do the transaction. He sends me the tracking number. I'm like, all right, cool. And if people don't do it, you should always do it. Whenever I order cards on TCG Player or on a Facebook Market group, I video the package. I video the whole opening. I video showing that the letter or the box has not been fucked with, and me opening the whole process. And I'm opening it And the box was fairly big. I'm like, okay, maybe this is just a box that he just had around because it wasn't like a normal packaging box. It was like an Amazon box that he had and then threw the cards in and put it back. You know, whatever. I was like, okay. I was like, it was a little big. It was a bunch of bulk. And I took a picture and I sent it. I go, what the fuck is this? He goes,
He replied?
he did reply. And you know what's funny? I'm pretty sure if I went through my old messages, I could probably find the messages.
Oh my.
But I was like, what the fuck? And then he goes, no, he goes, nah, man, like, this is ridiculous. I know, I'm like, nah, man, this is ridiculous. Like, why didn't you make it? He goes, oh, my bad, bro. I must have got you in this other guy's boxes flipped up.
The guy that wanted to buy my ball.
This, that, the third, right? And then he goes, well, if you want, you can send it back. And then it's like the other one, I said, and I messaged, no. If this is true, you will send me the mermail deck, and then I'll send you this bulk deck. and then he goes, well, I can't reach out to the guy. The guy is not answering me. I said, okay, well, I'm going to cancel my transaction because I have not received what I got. He goes, no. And then he tries to flip it on me and be like, actually, I know you're faking because those aren't even my cards. And I'm like, you already said that it was a messed up package. He goes, actually, no, I'm double checking now and it seems like this. And I sent him the video. This was the package. And I open it, and then he goes, oh, you could have edited that. And I literally said, you know what, don't worry about it. I'm just going to cancel the thing. That's why I pay for business, right? Cancel it. Maybe about 2-3 days later, blows up my phone. He actually calls on Facebook.
Okay.
On Facebook
Messenger.
On Messenger, he calls me. And I'm like, I have to see where this goes. So I answered, I go, yeah? Because maybe he has my mermail deck. Who knows? I'm being optimistic at this point.
Right.
He goes, yo, what the fuck? Because of you, my account went to the negatives, and now I have $60 in overdraft fees, and you fucking owe me, and And then all I said was, you have my mermail deck? And then he goes like, fuck you. I just hung up. And then like I went to the group, posted his name, posted like my video, the messages, and all this, and I'm like, fuck this guy. And then the admin of the group messaged me. He's like, you can keep the post up, but you need to take the word fuck that guy out of this. I was like, valid.
God, I didn't deal with the... I guess technically it was a scam, although I agreed to it. I didn't know any better. I was like, maybe 13, 14. It was basically, this was also Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know how I made a friend on Skype, because I don't know how you meet new people. Oh! There was this website. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Academy.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say chat roulette for a second. How do you mean
Chatterbait.
Chat roulette?
Chatterbait.
Yeah.
Chatterbait. No, but there was this website called like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Academy, and I don't even know what the point of the website was, but it's like you would go on there and like you could find people to duel and stuff.
Yeah.
That's like back in the days of dueling networks. I don't know why I was doing this because I just went on dueling network. Either way though, I make like I put up my I create my profile, and my title is like my name's like Morphtronic Master, and my profile picture it's like Leo in front of Powerful Dragon.
God.
And I come across another person, and he has the same picture as his. So yes,
okay.
We both have Leo and Powerful Dragon, and we both have like our favorite decks of Morphtronics. So I guess at some point we exchanged Skype info.
Bonded.
Yes. So we exchanged Skype info, and then we are like, so we're playing, we're dueling on Skype all the time. Like we like have the webcam set up and all that, and we're doing Morphtronic mirror matches, and then
You just rolling each other's dice on cell phones.
out like off the side of the screen. Oh, I'm gonna say I was one of the cheaters. I remember like, so I'm like 13 or 14, right? The current online cheating age that we're experiencing on One Piece and the treasure belts, bro, that was me like 13 or 14. Like off the side of the screen. I
There's
like,
always a cell phone.
I don't. It should have been cell phone.
Oh my god,
Right? 13-year-old Chris is like, it ain't cell phone. It's something better.
Off to the side, I always kept.
Machine dude?
It should have been.
Let him just say what it is. There's so many cards it could be.
I kept 2 cards off to the side all the time.
Yeah.
Electronic boombox. And double tool C&D. It was just a quick card where
Yeah, I know what C&D does. But you can tell the audience.
So on your turn you gain 1,000 attack. And so you know the implication there is like on your turn you gain 1,000, then on your opponent's turn, you know, you go back to normal, then on your turn you go gain 1,000.
Yeah.
So like for example on my power I put on power tool, he's 2,300, you go to 3,300. I pass turn to the opponent, I'm still 33 on his turn. On my turn I go up to 4,300. I pass turn to him, 43 on his turn, come back down 5,300.
Yeah.
So
I'm unstoppable.
I forgot about that.
So that was like my win concept. I kept that off to the side. I kept the electronic boombox off to the side in case like I wanted to go explosive double attack with double tool C&D.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So you thought of this, but you never thought of Self-On, which is the best turn 1 normal summon you could do, or Machine Dupe, which is the most busted thing if you already have the Self-On.
Bro, he wasn't thinking.
Well, what if I cheat a Self-On and then I roll one?
You have Machine Dupe to get the other 2.
Well, in any way.
I'm just saying.
Anyway. Either way, and then sometimes like when I was rolling my die, like I'd roll the dice like off the camera. Like roll off the camera.
And then bring it back, rotate it, there you go.
Yeah. It's crazy because I think about like all the people cheating in like treasure cups and shit. It's like
Back and back.
This shit ain't new.
I invented this shit. No, that's crazy. It's like you're doing this shit. Not to mention. This is like these are like casual games.
I'm not even local. It's not for an event.
Cheating in casual, friendly, more chronic mirror matches. But also, it also makes you think about like the cheaters and everything, where it's like, bro, you're doing what I was when I was 13 years old. What the fuck's wrong with you?
What is it? I know I told you guys. Well, I think I told you guys about it, but about when, and you guys probably will know the name of the person just by me saying. I'm not gonna.
Oh, I know it is just like cheating.
Yeah. It's
Just
his name starts with.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, him. So he was in town one time, and me and a couple of friends of ours, like, we're shooting shit with him, whatever, right? And then we went to the PDQ here. We had a friend of ours that was at PDQ at the time. So we're just play testing at one of the tables while they're closing up, because he's closing up and we have the whole place to ourselves. Now keep in mind, this is just play testing at a PDQ at 10:30 at night. There's no stakes at all. And the player, they know who I'm referring to, I catch him whole ass cheating, playing against me, and I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, oh no. I'm like, oh no, I didn't mean to double search. I go, bro, we're at a PDQ. There's no stakes. And this player is a very well-known Yu-Gi-Oh player at the time. Very professional player and all this. But he's known for cheating. And it was one of those things like, bro, we're at a PDQ.
Bro, it's secondhand.
It's like, why are we cheating? Why are we just doing it? Why? It just happens.
It just happens. He's no longer in control of what he's doing. It's his second nature.
I was gonna ask, is this the same guy that lied in the deck profile? But then I was like, no, that's the other guy.
That's the other guy.
the guy that didn't he like lie that he went like.
Yes, he lied that he top 32, but everyone knows that he got like 1-0 something, and then he has the gall to be like, I only need to play 2 black rollman because 3 is cloggy. It's like, what?
Yeah. Either way. So this guy, so another guy, so give an example of like the power tripping in this group. He's like, he deleted my post a while back regarding fake manga card because it was not appropriate post for buying or selling in the group. I was like, what? Wouldn't you want others to know that the manga's a fake? Wouldn't you want them to be aware? These fakes are hella high quality though, so I thought I was doing something good for the community, but he didn't like that. So he banned me.
Wait, so he banned the dude
selling a fake?
No, not the dude selling the fake.
The dude called out
him
for selling the fake.
What in the world? Alright, he's just promoting scammers. Bro, it's all
But I think it is.
It's all him. It's just him.
It's all him.
All him on alternate accounts.
I think it is. I think it's him. we have 5, 6 accounts. So it's either him with 6 accounts,
Or
or
just
it's him and his
buddies.
friends, and they're like, hey, we're just gonna sell fake cards, and it will help each other boost the thing, because I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. You guys buy on Facebook, like on Facebook Marketplaces. And I know you guys seen it where there's the trust post.
Yeah,
Where people are like,
This guy's trusted.
like or trust count, blah blah blah, and it'll tag, and everyone in the group will give a thumbs up or a comment if they trust the person or not. I'll tell you this right now. I used to do that, and the person didn't have 10 likes, or I knew one of the people personally. I didn't buy nobody. But then I was like, nah, I don't want to buy famous people anyways.
Another guy says, I got banned from that group as well. I posted a listing. Then it was rejected for something minor. I updated it, made the correction to adhere to the rules, and boom. I got banned.
Got in, tried to make a post, immediately banned.
What? What is wrong with this guy?
Oh man, that's literally the equivalent of like, hey, don't post because you did this. Okay, I fixed it. Actually, I should have been more clear. I don't want you to post. My bad.
you on my
Leave.
And another guy just says, this guy again.
This guy.
I just don't get it.
You know what's the one thing I feel
What?
should be something that would be kind of fun,
What?
but I don't know if it's crossing the lines or whatever. Why don't people just like see the guy's name is there, click his name, go there, find his mom, be like, your son's being very rude.
Tell his mom.
Like that cuss him out, be like, oh, your son's a bitch, or like threaten him,
Yeah,
or whatever. Be like, your son's being very rude.
Yeah,
Don't talk to him.
Steal from the community.
and that's when she would go, I tried, but I'm banned from the group.
Ma!
Oh, there's a post from an admin from the group. Okay.
Wait, what?
This makes sense. This makes sense now. I was an admin for that group for a while, and people kept getting scammed left and right. I created a post about how to avoid the scams. He deleted it and asked me not to hold people's hands, as we're all adults. I thanked him and left the group. Literally,
Well,
an admin tried to tell people how to avoid scams and stuff like this. And then he went and was like, bro, cut that out.
they're adults. They should know how to-
Let me scam them. This is literally a group full of just scammers that are part of like his group that are just scamming people, and anyone who sticks up is immediately just banned.
This is literally the cartel.
Shut up.
I got
I
kicked
thought it
out
was
for
funny.
shitting on scalpers. Same group. Like the people that are getting banned. It's like there are bad people in the group, and the only people that are facing consequences are the people that are calling out the people breaking the rules. It's so absurd to me. It's so absurd to me. I love the annual post of my favorite person ever. Like this guy just has a reputation.
How does anyone getting into this group and then staying? Like, I guess because he deletes everything, so you don't know the group is bad.
There's no war in Boxing Say.
You're right.
I'm telling you, I'm just
But
saying.
I would feel at some point you would maybe come across it in that group. Be like, oh. But then I'm like, no, he's deleting everything. There's no way to come across anything in that group. There's no more Boxing Say.
I had actually forgotten about that group since I haven't seen anything from it in a while.
Because you can't.
Now I'm realizing it's because I'm banned from it.
I knew it! I called it! I called it.
I love that everyone's just like, I said thing, I banned. I looked at it, I'm banned. I came
I
back,
joined
I'm
group, got
banned.
banned.
This
Did you say
person,
anything? No, I just joined.
he banned me for making a comment about a seller selling a store's pre-release kits for $250 a piece.
Oh my god.
It's not the sale that was the issue, it's what he was selling. The stores are not allowed to sell these.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not allowed to.
They're not allowed to sell them. He caught someone doing it, called them out, and got banned. Like, I don't know. It's so crazy that like a mod is allowed to just run rampant power trip like this.
Well, that's the thing, though. These Facebook groups are not regulated by like
They're not.
a store or whatever. It's some Joe Schmo makes the group, and then you just build the group up, and then you just have to be an admin, and we just kind of assume that, which is kind of like. For an easy way to explain it, it's kind of like when we talk about like judges. Like, yeah, you could be a judge, but you're just some Joe Schmo. You can be an asshole judge or a judge that barely knows anything. But because you're a judge, we as a community put you to a higher standard. It's the same thing with these admins and these mods, where it's like, and at the end of the day, they're just Joe Schmoes that help keep order to the site, but it's just them that like we expect to hold them to a higher standard, but they're just guys that they'll do whatever they want to do.
It's just so interesting to me because like I get even if you're gonna power trip or whatever, I find it interesting that like he power trips from the dynamic of like. Because like there'd be one thing where it's just like oh, this guy you broke one of my rules debatably or whatever, or like I don't really like the post, so I want you gone. But it's the fact that he power trips in a way where he does it specifically to defend scammers and scalpers.
Yeah.
Two things that he is.
Yeah.
And I can get like if he was giving himself like preferential bias, he's like, well, I can scam.
Yeah.
I can scalp. But like it's like he is just defending other people that do it. It's like he wants that to thrive in there. And if you're one of the people that tries to prevent it from happening, he wants you out of the group. It's like I find it so crazy.
It's also one of those things where I feel like just based off the few comments that you've mentioned that have pricing involved,
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like I feel like, which is the best advice I can give to anyone that does online card shopping outside a TCG player, and even TCG player, you have to be kind of like, do a little bit of research. Do your research. Just double check pricing of cards. What was the retail of it before, and all this. Don't just take whatever someone says as face value and you just assume they're giving you a fair price for it. Just 5 seconds of research. 5 seconds of research.
And I will at least say, like, if you're gonna be one of the people that's buying in Facebook groups, maybe don't do it in One Piece card game marketplace. Buy, sell, trade.
There we go.
Literally, it could be the post could be a known scam, even. And so long as you're the person that doesn't know, you could be looking at a post that's a literal scam that someone else could have called out, and that person's been banned, and then the post is allowed to stay up. Since there have been multiple different instances proving that is in fact the case all the time, a scam can be identified, a scalp can be identified, and the admin of this group, he wants posts like that to stay up. Maybe do it in any other Facebook group, but maybe this isn't the one where you should be trying to throw your money around, one where people that want to fuck you out of your money are allowed to thrive. So there is that. That's just kind of it regarding this Tyler Hare guy. That was what I wanted to address.
That's perfectly fine. And now I'm really happy that we're covering over this group, or at least that individual or scammers, because the thing is like I will say, like, at least I can speak for us to some extent, like, luckily we have a decent amount of funds where we can get. We don't max out our decks, but where we'll get our places. Yeah, but you maxed out cheap decks.
That was maxing out king.
I'm almost done with Kalkara.
Where we'll get our places of cards. And there's people out there that have a hard time that either one, they're not able to get the cards that they have because their local game stores don't have it, or two, maybe TCG player, because the secondary market is bringing up too high.
Bro, TCG ain't got no alt-art wipers. It's crazy.
Yeah. But it's one of those things where it's that, like, I understand that sometimes you're just trying to get the cards that you want to play, and it sucks when you're like, well, for 2-3 weeks I was able to squeeze pennies, and I got my $40 to get my playset of whatever card, and then when you finally get your package in, you get 4 Zeuses that aren't graded.
Aren't graded. Not pristine 10s.
Not pristine 10s like that one right there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. There's a group. Scam posts are allowed to stay up. You call them out, you get banned. The admin is a fuck. And it's like, okay, well, maybe the admins are fine. I mean, maybe the mods are fine or whatever. But then we have, like, first-hand account from other mods within the group that try to do the right thing and get in trouble. So, like...
Nah.
Yeah, that's just this whole...
Just avoid it.
Yeah, that's just not a group you should be a part of. That is very, 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 very bad.
If there's 115 people that have an opinion about it, and even if one of them is right, that's even less than 1%. I'll just stay away from it. I don't need to be part of it.
That's extremely bad. That is That is ridiculously bad. The fact that if there could ever be an instance of somebody making a post and it is scalping, and then there are at minimum 60 people calling it out, and then you find out the scalper is the admin of the group, and then you find out the people that are calling it out are getting banned.
Yeah.
And then the people that are reacting to the comments are getting banned. You know, it's just like maybe
Why
that's
are you
not,
in this group?
it's not an environment that you should be trying to participate in. That's actually
I would
insane.
love if you got his picture, but then you Photoshop the one chick from Boston Say that says there's no Judy, and just put it over. Yeah, get that photo and just put Judy's face over here. There's no more about
I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is him.
That's not him. That's not him.
That's not him.
This kid used to do like vines and stuff back in the day.
Okay,
I don't think he has.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know
of
who this is.
himself
Can't do it.
on his page.
But that's his name? Well, no, that's fine. You just put in the name and then you put Judy's face in.
Bro.
There are no scalpers or scammers in here.
Oh my god.
Oh god. So.
Outside of that, I do have one thing I do want to bring up.
What is that?
So far, right now, and I know Laura may have a difference of opinion, even though we worked on the deck together. I'm telling you right now, Supernova Minx is getting in there. It's getting in there. Bonnie with the Supernova and then like a Minx package. Yes.
Minx package.
So you don't play 10-drop Dolphin.
Okay.
If I remember the list correctly, there's no 10-drop Dolphins, there's no 8-drop Kids.
Okay.
I believe Zoro is still in there.
I would still play as well.
Yeah, Zoro's still in there. And then like obviously the Don Quixote 2Ks are out.
Yeah.
You take those out, and then
Supernova and Minx.
And then you do the Minxes. Like you play the 2K Carrot. There's another Minx 2K. You play the Searcher. You play the Carrots. You play the Pedros, and you play the Electrical
Luna.
Yeah.
Electrical Luna. Because Electrical Luna is essentially, arguably to me, in this format, a better 10-drop Dolphin.
I think it's a really good card too. Like the only thing it doesn't stop is like if you're playing against Black, because I feel like Black has a lot of big bodies. Or Gecko. Gecko just stands there.
Yeah.
And you can't really do much to him.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's kind of how I know we talked about it at some point, where it's like if you go Gecko, right, and then like, let's say you do on your 9-drop turn, and I'm on 10, I still can't hit it anyways. So I have to wait on my Dolphin until you swing with it anyways. No, like I'd rather be proactive and then keep going. And then
At least Dofi freezes the bodies around it while establishing a 10k body, though, right?
yeah, but the thing is,
He hits the leader as well.
yeah, but the thing is, with Electric Luna, I still rest all the bodies around the Gecko. I do my swings, and I still get to have one Dawn for my Bonnie effect, so that if you swing with the Gecko, I could rest the leader.
But also, I think it's pretty good though. Like if the Gecko turns sideways, Dofi's a body that can challenge Gecko on the following turn.
Yeah, but the thing
or
is,
threaten lethal even.
yeah, but the thing is, because you have cards like Electric Luna and then like Pedro, because Pedro's a great blocker because
Not as on KO effect.
because on KO effect you start popping things, and and then even on the turn before, like let's say they're on 7, you just block with Pedro, rest it on, and keep it locked, and you're like, cool, do your next turn, nowhere, cool, and you just keep going, and you just keep pushing your advantage that way, and then I don't know, I just think it's been working out really well, and then also the fact that the carrot with the 2K counter.
Yeah.
That one,
you
you can restand on. It's just an additional copy of Iru.
Yeah.
So there's another searchable copy of Iru in case you need that additional restand, and it's also a 2K.
Yeah, I was talking to Darren about Bonnie yesterday.
Yeah.
And like running that 2K. So I might cheat off Rosinante and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I will say, and I do know I'm the minority opinion at this table, and I know in general also, because I'm not an Electrical Luna believer. I'm not a fan of the card because I don't like that. I don't like that it's a card with no counter that sometimes isn't worth being played and stuff like that. I know even before we went into the set though, it's a card a lot of people have been hyping up. As time does go on, I do see more and more people coming around to it. So I will still say I'm not an Electrical Luna believer. I know it's gonna be a hot take for a lot of you in the comment section. And I just think by the end of OPO8, we see whether or not the card is still being ran. I'll leave it at that.
For Electrical Luna, like, the main reason it was like a really good card was because it stopped Law. Like, it was like, Law turns on its body sideways, you freeze them all, now they have nothing.
Yeah.
I still feel like it'll do the same thing since Dofi's gonna pop off harder later.
Yeah.
I think
You can
it's
stop on his body.
It stops Dolphy. It stops Zuro.
I would say Zeus.
It stops Reiju.
It stops Reiju. It stops literally every deck outside of Gecko as a card.
Yeah. And that's
and that's fine. And that's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. Because the thing is, I don't think even if you played Dolphy and all that, Black was still a harder matchup. But now that Ennis Lobby is gone, I really don't care. And also, because Carrot is win attacking and Pedro is on KO effect and not on play effects like the other Supernovas, and Dolphy against Blackbeard, I think it's a better deck. Because Blackbeard starts all on plays.
We'll get there on KO, on attack.
Yeah.
That's effects. You will still get those.
So that's so that's another thing.
Yeah.
Like obviously the 10 drop Blackbeard, if that's on the board and he just won with it, I can't Dolphy it anyways. Because that's an on-play effect, and he's probably going to turn off my on-play effect if he sees I'm playing green. And that's fine, because he could assume I'm playing Dolphy. I'm never playing the cards, he's just discarding cards for freezies.
Won't know that till set 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of set 9, I'm very happy to see that the leader I've been most excited for
It's going strong still.
is the second best performing leader of the set. Was dominating a lot in the very beginning, was the best performing leader for a good minute. Now he's been overtaken by Dofi, but I am very excited to see that Shanks, a leader I've been very excited for a very long time,
Yeah.
is actually not just viable, he is dominant. That is incredible. That makes me so excited to see. I know a lot of people are finding it interesting that a lot of leaders that they thought would be good are falling off. Black Purple Luffy, for example.
Yeah.
Falling off. What else is even in the set? It was Black Purple Luffy. Buggy was obviously going to be bad, guys. I don't know why.
I'm a Buggy believer.
I don't know why anyone thought Buggy was going to be good. That shit blows my mind. My leader is so bad.
Because they felt 5 Dawn for any cross guild sounded crazy. The problem is with that 85, all the cross guilds are going to be like mid. Unfortunately, all of them are going to be mid. Seeing as how you can play any cost 4/5. That was crazy. Because you can they're like, give them an 8 cost, 9 cost, 10 cost, and they're mid. They're very mid. The Buggy doesn't even stick around. If you don't have an entire field, you don't even get the Buggy.
Guys, the minute that leader said that every time you use leader ability, you're taking 2 cards out of your hand, that was the first sign that it was a bad leader. So I guess a few trends. I was talking to Garen about this the other day, but there are a few trends that happen in One Piece that have either have 0 exceptions to the rule or 1 exception at most. As far as being a good black leader goes, ever since OPO6, the rule has been if you are a black leader that cannot efficiently make use of Gecko Moria, you are not competitively viable. There have been, since OPO6 has happened, we have had Sakazuki as a good black leader who played Gecko. Gecko also played Gecko. Lucci played Gecko. Black Yellow Luffy played Gecko. We've now gained ST14 Black Luffy plays Gecko. So there has not been a single black leader ever since Gecko was created. There's never been a black leader that has been able to be competitively viable without being able to lean on Gecko as a card. What?
Go ahead. Well, go ahead and finish your statement.
Okay, there have been 0 exceptions to the rule. So whenever you see a new black leader coming out that doesn't have a way to efficiently fuel their trash, so they can play Gecko Moria without it being a brick half the time, you just look at the last 3 sets of One Piece, and that alone should be enough to tell you that this leader is probably not going to be good.
So, with that said,
Yes.
your thoughts on Blackbeard then?
So Blackbeard would be the exception because he was designed to be able to operate without playing
Gecko.
Gecko, right?
Okay.
His leader ability literally prevents him from doing it. So he's not even he doesn't operate like your average like black leader. He's kind of like he's still black. What like Whitebeard was to red, right?
Yeah.
Where Whitebeard was
He's playing his own different game. I happen
Yes,
to be red,
yes.
but I'm playing a different game than what all my red brethren are doing.
Exactly. It'd be like saying that like black yellow Luffy is like a yellow deck. It's like I mean
Yeah.
sure technically he has the color, but he doesn't operate.
He's
He
so crazy.
doesn't operate like either. Like,
Yeah, like yellow or black. But either way, yeah. So there's that, and then the other thing, like coming back to Buggy, there's another rule that God, there's two more rules, and both of them actually apply to like Black Purple Luffy, which why I thought he had a really strong effect, but why I didn't think he would end up being good.
Oh, because you never actually gaining card advantage because you always have to discard a card?
So with Black Purple Luffy,
Oh, Black Purple.
there is
Oh, I thought you said Black Yellow.
no, you're fine. There's the 4-life rule. Remember we had talked about this the other day. If you are being a 4-life leader is such a huge deficit. It is such a big disadvantage that for you to be able to compete at a really, really, really high level as a 4-life leader, either you as a leader have to be so good that you are ban-worthy, or your deck has to be so good that a card within the deck is ban-worthy. So ever since the beginning of the game, in OP01, our first good 4-life leader was Red Green Law. Red Green Law eventually at one point got Nami banned. So Red Green Law is one of those examples of and it was a ban I never agreed with, but either way, it goes to show it was a 4-life leader who was so dominant that Bandai felt that they had to like interject at some point, intercept and try to do something regarding them. After Red Green Law, we didn't get another good 4-life leader until what? OP04?
Four. I'm gonna say 4-drop Dofi, purple green.
Yes. So yep, it's so OP04. We don't get another good 4-life leader until OP04, and this is where our first exception comes into the comes to be.
Wait, no, that doesn't Sakazuki.
We're in 4 right now. We're talking about 4.
Wait, is Sakazuki 5?
Yes.
5, yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, remember he's the now
Oh
yellow.
yeah. Gotcha.
So OP04, we gain green purple Dofi, who is our first 4-life leader, who he himself isn't ban-worthy, nor is anything in his package.
Yeah.
He was a perfectly fair deck. He was
He's arguably too fair.
He
But
was
green is just a fair color.
Yeah, green
Yes.
has to play fair because that's what they decided it's gonna do.
it was a very fair deck. It was a very, very well performing deck, but we see how that aged.
Yeah.
He's one of the only leaders to be, by the data, the best performing leader of his set and not making it the next set.
Yep.
Didn't
He
at
fell
all.
off.
Fell off immediately. He was too fair. Then we go into OP05, where it's the beginning of like the real power creep of One Piece. We had our next competitively viable 4-life leader, Sakazuki. He is banned.
He's banned and they're cut.
He is banned. We also get another 4-life leader who technically isn't a 4-life leader, but either way, just by definition, and now Reject is banned.
Yeah.
And then we don't gain another good 4-life leader until Red Purple Law. He is banned.
Yep.
Actually, he came out right before them.
Well, he's errata.
He is banned, and there's another Red Purple Law. Yeah. And then OP06, we gained Reiju, who was good for a very specific window, not even a full month.
Yep.
You know, so it just goes to show, like you having one less attack that you're able to take. Because remember, also taking one less attack means being able to take one less attack means having one less card to play the game with.
Yeah.
So you're playing down a card the entire time you're trying to play into a 5-life leader. You have one less cushion to work with. And also, it's like when you're a 4-life leader, though the whole thing about them is like because you are playing on one less life, you basically have to be able to play a game where you tell your opponent, like, even if I was a 5-life leader, you would never touch the last life anyway.
Yeah.
So you have to look at leaders like, again, like Red Green Law in the very beginning of the game. He was able to wall up behind so many blockers that you were never getting that last life anyway. He had Radical Beam and all that. Green Purple Dofi, he's behind
Good spells. He
had counter events, he had Luffy blocker and everything. You were never getting to that 5th life.
was stunning all your stuff. Like,
Sakazuki was like the ultimate wall. He was hiding behind
unkillable
Rebecca's and everything.
Yeah.
So you were never touching him. Red Purple Law. So Red Purple Law and Reiju leading the other direction, they go, I'm going to kill you before you'd ever touch the 5th life anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to kill you so fast that it doesn't matter. Black Yellow Luffy, his whole thing is like, you would never touch the last life anyway because I am 9K.
Yeah.
You'd never be able to, like, you either have to be able to kill your opponent before that last life becomes a factor, or you have to be able to guard that last life so well that it would never. Exactly. So
it's just like it's just like with like Black Yellow Luffy, whereas that like I'm at 0, but you're never breaking through.
Yeah, I'm a 9K leader, double blockers that can't be killed, and several 2Ks in hand.
You're not breaking through.
So that's another one of the rules. That's another one of the I guess trends of One Piece. It's if you are a 4-life leader, either you are ban worthy or a card in your deck is ban worthy. That has been the trend in One Piece since OPO.
Yep.
If you don't think the leader is ban worthy, you don't think anything in the deck is ban worthy, the leader probably is not going to be better. The other rule was if you're a black leader and you can't utilize Gecko Moria, and you're operating like a black leader, you're probably not going to be meta. Yeah. And then the one of the other rules is discarding and going negative. It brings us back to Buggy. If you are discarding a card and it results in negative hand advantage, it's only ever been done once in the very beginning of the game. OPO 1, Green Kid.
Yeah.
Green Kid is the only leader that was ever able to discard a card, go negative, and still be competitively viable.
Because well, like to your thing, but the thing is, you're not truly negging. You're essentially you're essentially playing a spell at that point that says
restand
your leader, which is the thing because with Buggy, you're discarding a card to play another card. It would be different if it's like, oh, I'm going to discard this card, but I get to play something from Gray back. So It's like the card I gave up is essentially the card that I'm getting.
And that's why I have to specify going neg, because a lot of people, every time I bring it up on stream, people are like, discarding can be a good leader ability. Look at Gecko Moria. It's like, well, Gecko Moria breaks. He discards a card,
but he brings back something. So the card you discarded generated to something.
You broke
With Buggy, it's I'm discarding something, but I have to have the other thing in my hand to then play. I am now lost an advantage.
Yeah, it's like some people would go like, his leader ability is not once per turn. It's like, okay, it's not once per turn, but it's all 10 of your dawn, and you have lost 4 cards from your hand. You've discarded 2 and you've played 2. You've thrown your hand away. So playing One Piece with no hand, bro, you lose.
You lose the game. Your opponent can just swing into you, ignore your board, and just take you out, or just go your board, and you have nothing.
You could have just 2 life, and if your opponent just has 2 5K bodies on the board, and you've dumped your hand, at that point they just smack you out.
The only thing where I can see, and now keep in mind, I have done 0 testing with Buggy. I don't plan on doing any testing with Buggy. Just on
I do. I have all the plan for tests.
Bro.
I would think that you would play like Inazuma and just play 4 of that.
That's the only thing I can think of.
And then so it's like, cool. I'll fucking bust my load on the table. Inazuma, draw 2. So at least I have 2 cards. Go to 3 cards next.
That's
turn.
one thing they are doing. They are playing like the Ivankov and Inazuma, and sometimes the Luffy, but not really. Just for the fact is, I think.
Why would I play the Luffy?
I have no idea.
I would just play Inazuma by himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they just play Inazuma by itself, so they can draw cards back. But like,
does Ivankov care about it being impulse down?
it has to play it. Impulse.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Yeah. I'll just play the 4 Inazuma.
So would I. Bro, but yeah, it was Kid. And not only Kid too, usually the turn he went neg, usually the turn he discarded, he usually killed you that turn anyway.
Yeah.
So it was never relevant. We didn't get another good discard, because every discard ability we've gotten since then has just been bad, right? I'm trying to think. There was like Red Purple Uta who was not good. Sakazuki discarded and drew. He drew and discarded.
It's so disgusting. So disgusting. When he put this Hina in the drop to pick up a 2K, it's great.
Well, there's Golden Gavel, but essentially that card you're discarding
Well,
is the other 2.
Yeah. There's Mono Black Sakazuki who's unplayable. So it's one of those things too where like people like look at like Purple Yellow Robin, for example. There's been like the biggest cope. I think at this point maybe the copers have gone away. But because Robin breaks the 4-life leader rule of she's not ban worthy and her cards aren't ban worthy, so that's probably one thing that makes you go, she probably, if history matters, that's one thing she has going against her. And the other thing is that she has a leader ability where she discards a card, it goes neg. That has only ever been good one time, and it was Kid.
Yeah.
So that's another thing going against her.
But the thing is, when it comes to when it comes to yellow purple Robin, I feel that, at least to me, I feel that ramp effect is kind of just like icing on the cake. You're not actually doing that. It's mostly the banish. It's like
I agree.
80% is the banish, and then on these occasions where your opponent makes you go first because they want to be on evens, you're like, all right, I'll do it once, so now I'm on evens, and I'm gonna hit 10 before you now.
I agree, but here's the thing: if you treat the discard as the icing on the cake, then it means that she realistically has one leader ability, and it's just banish. And as we have seen with every 4-life leader today, it's giving up a 5th life worth just having banish.
But a keyword.
Banish, in particular, I don't know. That's something that we have to experience because banish is, I feel, a whole different bar game. Because one, it shits on yellow. Because if I hit that light, you're not triggering the trigger. I'm more than happy to, for to have that keyword. And then 2, every card even if I swing 5, you're dropping a card. You're not dropping a card.
You are a 4-life leader though that's doing nothing extra to basically go. So you're not so fast you're killing them before they get to the 5th life, but you're also not so tanky that they never get to the 5th life. Is the thing. So like she has a lot of things going against her. It's why now that we've made it to the set and she's doing nothing, I'm not surprised whatsoever. Because that's what I've been saying since day one. I was saying I didn't think that it would be enough. I think it's a strong keyword, but I think the game's at the point where that doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
I think maybe like 2 or 3 sets ago that would have been very relevant. But yeah, it's a good keyword. I just think if we're talking in terms of entering an event and winning your top 80, your top 16, or anything like that, she had a few things working against her. She's a 4-life leader that doesn't break the 4-life leader rule,
Okay.
and she is a leader with a discard ability that doesn't break the discard rule. So like she was kind of set up to fail. Was the thing?
Okay.
She's probably fine on like a local level or whatever. But
Or a leader
lock.
yeah,
Is she Straw Hat and like O'Hara, I guess?
I have no idea.
Because if she's Straw Hat and O'Hara, you just play all the purple Straw Hat stuff and they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Play Purple Luffy.
Exactly. I will be playing Purple Luffy. I'm so excited for Purple Luffy.
Yeah, so I don't know. But those are just a few things to keep in mind. Whenever you see a new leader coming out,
Yep.
you can usually, because there are certain trends. There are just certain trends that, as time has gone on,
Have proven itself.
they've proven themselves time and time again. And there are things that we
You know what I think is another rule that we can add to there,
What?
unfortunately? Any leader that gives rush to your characters is cope.
You say that, but a Vivi got up there.
She
in a
got
treasure
11th
cup
place.
and a treasure cup.
No, a flagship.
I thought it was treasure
How
cup.
many players were in there?
Like 200 something.
Were there?
Yeah.
Was it not a flagship?
It was a treasure cup.
It was actually a treasure.
Yes.
She got 11th in a treasure.
Yes!
cup? I thought it was a flagship.
No,
this whole
I
time.
kept telling you it was a treasure cup.
Bro, I thought you just didn't know what you're talking about. She got 11th place. Vivi got 11th place recently.
Yeah,
In a treasure
in a
cup.
treasure
A
cup.
treasure cup.
271 players. She's real. Someone out there is like, I told you!
Bro.
There's someone out there.
Now, see all you iceberg players out there. If you had half the dedication that BB player did, y'all could be doing something.
I really do believe that though. I think if Vivi can get 11th, there's
Iceberg could have got first.
you guys are not repping your leader
Yeah,
nearly hard enough.
because I would say Vivi is significantly worse than
She's
Iceberg.
so much worse than Iceberg.
But like, if she did 11, she either watched the movie Dodgeball 200 times to learn how to dodge all of her bad matchups. Like in real life, that BB player went out in traffic and dodged traffic. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god,
I love that I told you it was a treasure cup and you're like, no. No evidence, no nothing. You just refuse to believe it was anything other than a flagship.
Bro, it's because I had heard that it was a flagship, and when you brought it up to me, I was already familiar with it. Remember, I was like, she had 11th place, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, it's a flagship.
Oh no, I could have sworn I told you it's a treasure cup.
Alright.
Yeah. So there is that, but what was I gonna say? But yeah, we now have the privilege of having history to look back on, to be able to notice trends like this and stuff like that. Because like back in the day, we didn't have that, right?
Yeah.
Which is why I was able to look at Red Blue Vivi and think she's gonna be good. You know, we only have 3 sets.
Yeah.
But now that we have a deeper understanding of One Piece, and we have these.
Oh, you forgot the other rule. She doesn't attack.
Oh yeah, the rule.
Not
All
the
leaders that
attack.
can attack are just bad.
If you cannot attack, you are terrible. The only person that's ever done anything on that is Rebecca, and she just like.
But the only reason she does it because she has a stadium that makes up for
Yes,
it.
yeah. She's a stadium that makes up for it, and she's just black, so she can just like.
Whoa. Why she gotta be black?
Why not?
Okay.
Well, also,
Why not blue?
not only does she have a stadium that gave her the ability to attack, but also she had a character that could attack twice.
Yes.
So basically, it was his attack and her attack. He was able to attack twice, and not only did he attack twice, it was what was it? He spent 3 Dawn, gained 7K in double attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
King Kong Dawn Gatling or whatever. So
King Kong, your mom. That's what it is.
King Kong, your mom.
yeah, there's a lot, and even in spite of that, because she was another leader where people were gassing her up so much, and I was like, I think she's overhyped.
I thought she was boring.
She came to America, and she never won a single event.
It's funny because she got like second in so many spots.
She was never able to close it out even once. Not even one time did she close it out. Like, bro, either way, I didn't mention the not attacking. I felt down kind of what I'm saying, right?
But we were mentioning we were mentioning the sacred texts of rules for
It's
leaders.
true. The ancient scripture.
The ancient scripture.
The song. Yeah,
But yeah,
Shanks is good.
Shanks is good.
Shanks is good.
Dolphy's better.
Unfortunately.
Nah.
Unfortunately.
I'm not excited to go into a Dofi meta.
I am. I've been waiting for this.
Ready.
The only reason I am not dreading it is because the leader I want to play is the one that doesn't care. So there is that.
Which was that one?
Shanks.
Wait, I thought you said Shanks. I thought you said that Dolphy now beats Shanks.
No, well, we never even talked about that matchup. Where did that come from?
You just said it's like above it now. It's just. It's,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just Dofi is the best performing leader. It was Shanks at one point. Now Shanks is the second best
But
performing.
Shanks is the character. Okay, I was wondering. I was confused. I was like, I could have sworn Shanks was good, but alright. I guess
The reason Shanks is the reason.
Yeah, because he minus everything by 1,000, and then Dolphy can't challenge him.
Yeah, literally, Shanks is the one leader that's allowed to thrive in that meta because he's the one leader that doesn't care about Dofi running around. All your warlords are 5K or 6K. If you have 5K bodies on the board, one of them for free is not connecting.
I just imagine all. I just imagine Set 9's meta being like there's a bunch of kindergartnens and they just have Dolphy sunglasses and they're just running around and there's just like a few like adults that have Shanks' hair and they're just pushing around the babies like get out of my way and then all the kids are like,
It is. I'm looking forward to it. As someone that joined this game on a mono red leader,
yeah.
that
It's going
lost,
back. I'm going
that lost to Doflamingo. That was my worst matchup in OPO1. Doflamingo.
Yeah.
To now be able to not only play red again, not only be able to play a mono red leader, finally 2 years later, that's not Whitebeard, or I guess Zoro. People are always there's always those people that want to go.
Oh, Zoro's so good. I don't want to play Zoro.
Exactly. The technicality or the semantics of it. You know what I'm saying?
I played one body that searches other body that play other bodies, but none of these bodies can hate you
Don't
by
want to
themselves.
play fucking Unga Bunga.
I like
Want to play a good, clean game.
A strategic gentleman's game.
Yes. Yes. Can finally do that again. And not only do I finally get to play a mono red leader for the first time in 2 years, but I don't die to Dovi.
True.
It was so upsetting, bro. You don't know what it was like.
Yes, I do.
You don't know what
No, I would play against
you
Green,
don't know
and
what
I
it was
would
like
win.
to be
Oh,
on
stop,
a
look
leader
at
and
and
hit
then
a
you
match
go, hey, drop
and no,
kick,
the
but I
run
do
was
nothing.
over.
No.
The run was over.
No, listen, playing Dofi in set 1, the
Against
moment your
Green?
opponent flips
Please.
over Kid or
You
Blaze,
lost.
you
It's
lost.
Blaze.
There was not even a chance.
Please, you'd simply Luffy, use your red rock.
Literally,
Use your Kaido.
You were praying.
Use your Kaido and bounce it back.
Anything else other than green.
Kaido wasn't even the card.
You use your Kaido,
God damn.
and your Kaido would bounce back to the kid, and the Rosinante. 2 at once. No, it was bad.
It was
bad.
That was weird. See, at least as a red player, yeah, the Dolphin matchup may have been hard for you, but you were still able to play.
You could win. You still had a chance.
The moment the kid hit the board, I was done.
It was
I
over.
booked.
They would be like, kid, 3-drop blocker. Game over.
Chatters,
Game over.
You seen this? They're talking to me like I wasn't there. Like, I don't know. Chatters, you seeing this? Bro,
I was there.
You've got 3 dopey players, and you know what happened.
you're not even a dope.
I was in set
You're not
one.
even a dope.
I was in set one.
I don't remember what you played.
You're
that.
a bitch.
Dopey.
Manny doesn't even remember. That should tell you all you
I was
need
on
to know.
dopey.
I don't remember that because I know me and Nick were on Dolphin.
Yeah, I was on dopey when we went.
Garen's a dopey player. Like Garen's a dopey player. Like he is a king player.
What the fuck does that mean? I actually took dopey to tournaments. I played dopey in tournaments. I won a few.
Garen's a dopey player. Like he's a Sanji player.
What the hell? Red Sanji, yeah.
Sure. Sure, he's shit too.
I remember when you saw that Sanji. You were like, this might be good.
I
did.
really thought.
We thought because it
Bro,
had no
he's
reason
insane
not
on
to.
paper. On paper, he's insane.
He's 5 light. He can swing.
I hate on paper so much. So many things look fantastic on paper, and they're terrible in practice.
Yeah.
Well, see, at least with like Robin and King and like Black Purple Luffy, at least there are rules in place that's like, okay, well they broke the rule, so sure, it makes sense that they. Bro, Sanji, I can't wrap my head around it. I don't even know what it is. Like, I know every time I play into it, it's like he runs out of steam is mostly it. But like, that's something that you can't predict. That just has to happen. You know what? Experience it.
You know what's the problem? The problem is that because he has the on play clause, what I think it is, and I'm not saying it fixes it. I think some people just have to play some on-play cards, because people just prefer not to play any on-play cards. But I think is you have to bite the bullet and play some, and sure, they don't get rushed. But like, you get like, you play the 3-drop Uta that grabs a card from the grave, so you're like, okay, cool, this will grab me something, then I'll play this, and this thing will then have rush, and I keep going. And I think that's what needs to happen, because the list I've seen, none of them play on-play cards. I think that's the problem.
I think the biggest problem with him.
Should be playing. Like, there's a few.
I think the biggest problem with him is the fact that, like, he isn't really playing One Piece. Like, he's just throwing a body out there and sending it, and he's just hoping that gets it. Yeah, like he just throws a vanilla out there and it fucking hits you, and it's like, all right. And
I'm popping off.
It's kind of like why Yellow Green Yamato can't just go for your face the entire game.
Yeah.
Because at some point, the board is just building and it's all gonna kill you at some point.
Yeah.
And his whole identity is rushing these bodies, and the minute he starts fighting for board, it's like,
it's over.
Yeah, it's like, well, my leader ability wants me to kill you as fast as possible, and then the minute there is like a fork in the road where it's like, okay, well, I can go for your face or I can fucking die to your board. I now have to go for your board, and that's just giving the opponent additional turns to keep like building board and keep going at your face and stuff like that. So it's like you don't want to be doing that, but you have to, because if you don't go for the board, you die either way. So like he just finds himself between a rock and a hard place very early on, and then because he's like dropping all these bodies, and that's another thing too. Like, because every single turn it's like putting one body in the board and swinging, or maybe you'll put a body in the board, hit you, then throw like a rusher and hit you.
Gotcha.
It's like he's never really doing anything that matters.
True.
So I don't know. Part of me still feels like that should just be good enough, but we've seen that's not the case. So that's kind of it for that. Any closing thoughts, boys, before we wrap this one up?
I'm so excited for Dolphin Meta. That's all.
I'm ready for some purple.
I'm also excited for Purple Luffy, but I know I'm just gonna play Shanks. Yeah. Okay, I guess then with that being said, until next time, we'll see you guys.
Bye bye.